Hello class, and welcome to the next episode of my portal walkthrough. So, as you can see, the background has finally changed. Looks like we'll be at the ground floor of Aperture, which is miles and miles down. Right, Chapter 6, The Fall, is where we'll be going down. Still this loading screen, that's kind of annoying, but oh well, it changes next time anyway. So yeah, we'll be starting off right at the fall after Wheatley punched us down the elevator shaft. So yeah, we'll have a conversation with GLaDOS, so I'll be quiet for that. Yeah? See you in a bit.
Oh, hi. So, how are you holding up? Because I'm a potato.
That's good.
Oh, good. My slow clap processor made it into this thing, so we have that. Since it doesn't look like we're going anywhere, well, we are going somewhere, alarmingly fast actually. But since we're not busy other than that, here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of the greatest minds of a generation, working together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility. Good, that's still working. Hey, just in case this pit isn't actually bottomless, do you think maybe you could unstrap one of those long fall boots of yours and shove me into it? Just remember to land on one foot.
That's not gonna end well. Right, well, definitely getting down. Ah, looks like we're down now. Alrighty then. About a minute of straight falling. That cannot end well, even with long fall boots. Ooh! This is a new loading screen. Aperture Science Innovators. Looks like an old Aperture logo. Maybe even the first Aperture logo. So that's interesting. Yeah, here we are. See off to the bottom right, there's a bird with GLaDOS. That's probably that same bird that attacked Wheatley earlier, just to be funny. Alright, now this, I remember getting tripped up on a little bit, but I got it figured out. So yeah, just, basically the whole point of it is just looking for portal surfaces, pretty much. And finding the correct direction to walk. So yeah, over this way. And over this way. Yeah, portal here. Portal there, not even sure why they had this, but I don't know. More portals! Yay! Alright, let's head down this way. And down this way. And over here. Why is this even here? I don't even see. Well, anyway, here we are. At the very bottom of Aperture. The lowest point we can really get. Bunch of keep out signs and do not enters. Condemned test area, it seems. 1961. Wow. This is really old. Alright. Well, to get up, we gotta go in, I guess. So let's see if we can find a portal surface somewhere. Oh, right there. That's like sniping. Yeah. Alright, looks like we can see a portal surface right there. Then an orange one here. And here we are. And then one here, because why not? And then one down there. And we are now in the condemned testing area. So yeah, here we are. Still more keep out signs. Why do they really want us out of this place? I don't really see the point. Oh well, we're here now, that's what counts. Yeah, let's head down this way a bit more. Along this pipe just to be awesome. And we keep going, and we keep going, and we keep going. Yeah, let's jump on here. Because pipe's blocked. And now here is this lever. Let's go pull it. Opens the door. Head on through. Huh. Alright. So there's a really, really big vault door thing. So we're gonna need to find a way to open that up. I'm not entirely sure why we're going in here, but I guess to get back GLaDOS or something? I really don't know. Let's put this a little further up so we can get it in there. Yeah. Up here. Alright, so as you've probably guessed by now, it's a 2-button system. Similar to one of the tests in Portal 1 where you had to open up a button. Where you had to press 2 buttons in quick succession in order to open up a door. So, we have a blue portal behind this button, and an orange portal behind this one. So, we tap this button, run over here, and tap this button. Oh boy, vault's opening. Better watch this. This is gonna be really intense, isn't it? Why do they have this so sealed? I really don't get it. Oh well. Lifting it up. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, the lights are on. It's just a big blank wall with a door in it. Did it have to be that big? Really? Just for this one little push door? Ugh. Oh, hey, new fancy loading screen. Shows all these keep out signs. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, zooms out. Shows you what really goes on below Aperture, I guess. Yeah? Cool. Alright, so we're finally in the lowest possible level of Aperture. The true bowels of Aperture, I guess. Doesn't even compare to the maintenance tunnels of Portal 1. Nor even the back ways in Portal 2. So yeah. Alright, let's snap the portal back there and here. And see what we can find. Let's pull this lever. Opens up the door. We're gonna need some dialogue.
Astronauts, war heroes, Olympians, you're here because we want the best. And you are it. So, who's ready to make some science?
I am.
Now, you already met one another on the limo ride over, so let me introduce myself. I'm Cave Johnson. I own the place. That eager voice you heard is the lovely Carolyn, my assistant. Rest assured, she has transferred your honorarium to the charitable organization of your choice. Isn't that right, Carolyn?
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson.
She's the backbone of this facility. Pretty as a postcard, too. Sorry, fellas. She's married. To science.
So that was Cave Johnson, the founder and owner of Aperture for quite some time. We'll be hearing him. He'll be our announcer for the duration of the lower tests. And we missed. Yeah. We'll get to hear more about Carolyn, of course, later. There'll be some shocking revelations. Ooh, plot twist. All that good stuff. Anyway, blue portal there. And orange portal there. And yeah, here we go. Here we are. Alright.
There's 1,000 tests performed every day here in our enrichment spheres. I can't personally oversee every one of them, so these pre-recorded messages will cover any questions you might have and respond to any incidents that may occur in the course of your science adventure. Your test assignment will vary depending on the manner in which you have fed the world to your will. Those of you helping us test the repulsion gel today, just follow the blue line on the floor. Those of you who volunteered to be injected with praying mantis DNA, I've got some good news and some bad news. Bad news is we're postponing those tests indefinitely. Good news is we've got a much better test for you. Fighting an army of mantis men. Pick up a rifle and follow the yellow line. You'll know when the test starts.
It's a pretty innovative alternative, I guess. Yeah? So here's Cave Johnson. Definitely 60s. Oh, and here's a little trophy shelf. Looks like they have a lot going on with potatoes. shower curtains? I don't even know. Some awards here. Science-y stuff. Alright. So in case you've noticed with your amazing eyes, these awards are actually all for second place. So that's interesting. Oh, apparently Aperture used to be a salt mine. That's something else good to know. Alright. So yeah. So in case you hadn't noticed, these are all mostly second place awards. They've been beaten by Black Mesa almost all the time, who are, in case you don't know, the science company in Half-Life, or so I'm told. I've never actually played that. I'm a bad person. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyway, let's head over this way. See what we can find. Yeah, there was actually a reference to Black Mesa in Portal 1 in the song. It was like, maybe find someone else to help you, maybe Black Mesa or something. That was a line from GLaDOS' Still Alive song. So there's that. Good to know. Alright, just I should point that out. Little Easter egg, figured. Yeah. So, yeah, alright. And here we are. Alright, let's see what we can do. So you may have heard him mention repulsion gel. But wondering what that does. We'll get to that. Trust me. Shoot a portal down there. And then shoot a portal over up on the wall to the left. Right up there. Shoot one there, and one at the bottom of the elevator shaft. Jump down all the way. And here we go. Boom. Perfect. Alright, let's head in here. So, yeah. Pump Station Alpha. Know your allergens. Antimatter. Thanks. Alright. Do not inhale fumes no matter how good they smell. Alright, let's turn on the pump station. Sets up the repulsion gel here. And is now pumping to the entire facility. So yeah, we now have repulsion gel pumping to the entire of Aperture, even the weakly controlled areas or so, I believe. So that's quite an improvement, I believe. I'll tell you guys why in a bit when we actually get to the repulsion gel bits. Of course. So yeah, down here. And let's take a look around. I really don't actually see how we're supposed to get up around this area. I guess we'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, for the moment though, let's watch me figure out where the portal is. Where the portal surfaces are. Alright, probably something up there. There we go. Let's hopefully land on this piping here, or scaffolding, or whatever. One there, and there. There we go. Right. So, the lowest unexpected casualty year ever. 1956. Okay. So that's the time period we're in right now. That's good to know.
They say great science is built on the shoulders of giants. Not here. At Aperture, we do all our science from scratch. No hand-holding.
So that's why it's all so innovative. Good to know. Oh, and in case you're wondering, in the Portal commercials, Cave Johnson was actually the guy to narrate them. So yeah, that's interesting. Good to know, I guess. Alright. Yeah. So head up to this elevator. And begin the next test. Whoa,
Alright, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. Tragic, but informative. Or so I'm told.
So in case you haven't figured it out by now, repulsion gel is blue stuff painted on the floor or some other surface that bounces. So that's interesting. Bounce off the lining of the dieter's distended stomach and out his or her mouth. That does not sound fun. Dietetic. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Pudding substitute. Okay. Alright, so here is repulsion gel. Simple enough. Jump on it. And you shoot up. Yay. And it's also indefinite, so you don't have to worry about that. So, indefinite bouncy fun time. Yay. Alright, next level. Okay, so oh, this is a button here, just so you guys know. So the higher you bounce from, the higher you'll bounce up. Basically just to maintain your jump thing. Kind of like portals below you, but it's a little more flexible, I'd say. So yeah, bouncy. Wee. Old-fashioned cube, old-fashioned button. Let's head to the
lab
door.
boys just informed me that I should not have mentioned the control group. They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages. That gave me an idea. Make more pre-recorded messages. I pay the bills here, I can talk about the control group all damn day.
I actually really like the character of Cave Johnson. It's really hard to make you like the character of an announcer in a video game. No, someone you don't even meet. So, they did a really good job, Valve did. Really, really good. Ah, anyway. Let's take a look around. See what we can find, I guess. Alright, not much. Not much. Yeah, a lot of the time in this video was actually spent me just wandering around trying to find out where I'm supposed to go. I get kinda lost for a bit here, but you guys can sit through that, so can I. Alright. I probably already skipped over this to see where you're supposed to go. If you're still here, thank you for the watch minutes. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see if we can actually find where to go. Not surprising, I've been like 50-something videos by now. I only have 11 subscribers, all of which I've met and talked to personally. And then I get this grand idea. Maybe I just jump off. No, no. I don't get the grand idea yet. I'm just plain lost right now. Eventually I'll figure it out. It doesn't have to do with portals. It does not. It does not have to do with portals. Just jump off the little bridge there to your left. Right there. Jump off.
For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, we took care of that too.
Gave you tumors. How nice of them. Okay, more repulsion gel stuff. Simple enough. So now there's moving scaffolding too. Alright, so there's a basic jump height. You always jump that far, jump that high up whenever you jump on repulsion gel. So yeah, good for you guys to know. You have a cube. Let's see what we can do with it. Portal there. You can walk on repulsion gel should you want to without bouncing, but if you ever jump or leave the ground for any moment of time, you will start bouncing. So that's FYI, I guess. Alright, now that we have a cube there, we have a higher point to bounce off of. Alright, so as you can see, crouching stops your jump. So that's good to know, I guess. Bouncy, boing. Let's jump through here. Bounce. Here we are. Alright, there's another higher point, but we'll get there eventually. This is something that's only used here and nowhere else. Wall jumping. I've never, ever seen it in any of the other tests at all. It's the only place it's ever used. I guess it's just a concept you can toy with should you want to later. But you really don't have to. Anyway, portal here. And, portal there. Jump off. And the bounce.
Oh, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We
That's
haven't
good advice.
entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton.
Good to know. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I guess. Let's start heading up in the elevators now. Finally, we're going up closer to Wheatley and our ultimate goal. Okay. Yeah. Here we are.
All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning show a median latency of 44.6 years. So if you're 30 or older, you're laughing. Worst case scenario, you miss out on a few rounds of canasta. Plus, you forwarded the cause of science by 3 centuries. I punch those numbers into my calculator, it makes a happy face.
It probably actually does. If you punch the right numbers in, it probably actually does make a happy face. You guys should try that. Let me know when it comes out. Because I am way too lazy to do it myself. Yeah. Alright. So let's see if there's a portal surface we can shoot at. There's actually one to the right. No. I'm not looking at it right now. I have to be a little more quick. See, up to the upper right there. Just, you might have caught a glimpse of it earlier. But that's where you're supposed to shoot your portal. See right up there. That's where it is. And I just get into a better position so I can shoot at it properly. I hope. Am I? Not a portal surface. Unfortunately. Where would it lead if it was? Oh well. Yeah, this is a pretty well crafted area. It really shows you how run down the lower areas of Aperture are. Yeah. Good to know. Alright, let's see what we can see. Aha! Let's head in here.
I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean Counter said I couldn't fire a man just for being in a wheelchair. Did it anyway. Ramps are expensive.
Bet they are. Alright, now here's something interesting. We can press the button and shoot repulsion gel through portals. Little blue glob sprays the gel. Bet you didn't see that coming, did you? Alright, so it's continuous now that we've pressed the button. There's a clever way of coating the floors. Another interesting part about repulsion gel, it's not emancipated at all by the emancipation grills. So you don't have to worry about that at all. So it can go through the grills, I guess. In case you were wondering. Probably weren't, but yeah. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Now let's head up a bit, shall we? There we go. Alright, wall jumping does not work here, unfortunately, nor does it work anywhere else that I've tried. Alright, jump here, and here we are. Alright, so you may have heard me mention earlier, repulsion gel goes through emancipation grills just fine. So here we are for our jumping off point. Now here's where the fun begins. Alright, shoot a blue portal down there and jump through the orange one. I haven't quite figured this out yet, because I'm not that smart here. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to jump from up here. And, yeah. Apparently haven't figured it out yet because I'm not smart. Yeah. Alright, we're not getting anywhere from here. Definitely not far enough. And I'm covered in repulsion gel. Oh dear. Oh. Jumpsuit of power. Wahahaha. Yeah, anyway. And up here. So place our our orange portal here. Still haven't figured it out, have I? Yeah. You know, I've done all these tests before. Why can't I remember them? It's really saddening. Alright, let's see if jumping off from here. No. Alright, let's see what we can do. Alright, we should be able to just jump off directly. And, hopefully land where we're supposed to. Why have I still not figured this out? Ugh. Well, I already told you guys how to do it, so I guess I'll just sit back and relax for a bit till I actually do. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Then shoot our portal there. Now I think I figured it out. Alright. Then you drop through, fly, bounce, and here we are.
Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify your frontal lobe. Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
Then why'd you tell us about it? That wasn't very smart. Yeah. You know, maybe he's not the smartest guy when it comes to science or common sense or logic, but he has this good side, I guess. He's persistent. And in his words, creative, I guess. Yeah. Alright,
now, if you're part of Control Group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast.
Right, now that over there is water. Cleans off every gel. Well, there's going to be more gels later, trust me. But anyway. Alright, so yeah, let's be able to hit that button. Deactivates the water. Orange portal there. Gets us propulsion gel, so we have to hurry and get up here. And the water will wash it off. Wait. There it goes. Just washes right off. Alright then.
I'm telling them, keep your pants on. Alright, this next test may involve trace amounts of time travel. So, word of advice, if you meet yourself on the testing track, don't make eye contact. Lab boys tell me that'll wipe out time. Entirely. Forward and backward. So, do both of yourselves a favor and just let that handsome devil go about his business.
This is a fast-tripping little mini drops thing. Apparently there's time travel. Don't worry about it too much. It's never revisited because time travel is never, ever, ever a good plot device. Unless you're Doctor Who, maybe. But even then, I'm still just confused all of the time. Whenever I watch Doctor Who. Anyway. So, yeah, what you're supposed to do is spray the opposite wall there. I didn't spray enough, so I didn't actually bounce, fortunately. Yeah, this is being weird with me. Help. If the future you tries to warn you about this test, don't listen. That's pretty funny. Doing. 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 Alright. Orange portal below us here. Blue portal there. Let's leap through. Bounce. Here we are. Alright, now here's where stuff gets kind of interesting. You can now see into the water test from above it and actually shoot a portal down there. So we now have a source of repulsion gel for this next bit here. Quite nice. Accidents hurt you, co-workers, the company, and science because investigations will impede progress. Apparently they're not that formal. Alright, let's see what we can do with the gel, I guess. Doing. Doing. Douche. It's quite a spray. I'm really just kind of messing around with the gel here for a bit. You don't really need to watch this bit, but if you are, it's a watch minutes. Yay! Get me noticed. Yeah. Anyway, let's shoot some over here, shall we? Just because we're cool like that. Yeah. Alright, let's shoot one over there too, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Alright, and then from there, we simply fall onto here, fly through, bounce, and onto the catwalks. Alright, now the big question, as always, is now what? Ah! There we go. Alright, let's head on through.
If you're hearing this, it means you're taking a long time on the catwalks between tests. The lab boys say that might be a fear reaction. I'm no psychiatrist, but coming from a bunch of eggheads who wouldn't recognize the thrill of danger if it walked up and snapped their little pink bras, that sounds like projection. They didn't fly into space, storm a beach, or bring back the gold. No, sir, we did. It's you and me against the world, son. I like your grit. Hustle could use some work, though. Now let's solve this thing.
Alright, now here's where stuff gets interesting. Alright, we need to have a button on it to lower the lift. Cube, I mean. So we need to get that cube somehow. But how? With repulsion gel, of course. Simply paint the cube, and it bounces around everywhere. Breaks all the glass. We now have a ridiculously bouncy cube. But it went into the water, which cleaned it off for us. Which is perfect. Now there's actually an achievement for catching a blue painted cube before it lands. Before it hits the ground. I'm really not sure what exactly that means. But I've never been able to get it. So that should have triggered it, but I don't know. I really don't. But it's a bouncy cube now. It bounces. Bouncy. Whoa. Here, stay with me. As you can probably imagine, bouncy cubes do not stay on buttons. Let's go clean it off a bit with this water. And put it back on the button to lower the lift. Then we're going to need some repulsion gel to get on the lift. And there we go. Repulsion gel. Or bouncy stuff, or I don't even know. Alright. I don't even know. Anyway, let's get up onto the lift. And then, see if we can guess how we get back up. Let the cube bounce a bit.
Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you, box your stuff. Out the front door, parking lot, car, goodbye.
So he's all about the danger of science, apparently. Likes all his science to be deadly. Yeah, I guess. Alright. Next chamber. Simple stuff. Alright, here we are.
Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there will always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn.
Goodbye, Carolyn.
She is a gem.
Alright, so we've now completely finished the first round of Aperture tests. And now we have to find out what the, now we have to find the next round of Aperture tests. Portal there. And then, walk over this way because I'm stupid. And then walk back this way because that's where the portal surface is. Derp-a-derp-a-derp. Anyway, through here. And here we are. Alright, now here's where it gets interesting. Now this is the blue stuff in Pump Station Beta. Now as you're probably guessing, the orange stuff, I mean, yeah. Now you're probably guessing that since the blue gel makes stuff bouncy, you're probably wondering what the orange stuff does. I'll go ahead and tell you it's called propulsion gel. So if you can't figure out what that does, okay, basically it just makes you go fast. Okay? Is that good enough? Spray it along a surface, run along said surface, and you'll go fast. Pretty simple. Alright, let's try and find out where we're supposed to go. Alright, blue portal there, orange portal there. Let's up through, reach the other portal there, fall through, and here we are. Alright, let's go ahead and flip these switches for the blue and orange gels. And now both are pumping to the rest of Aperture. Quite nice. Let's head through this door. This is interesting. Another walled-off portion, I guess. 1971. No, I said it was blocked off in 1961, so that can't be right. Maybe this bit was blocked off in 1971 or something. I don't know.
Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we invented, but that other people have somehow managed to steal from us. Black Mesa can eat my bankrupt...
Sir, the testing?
Right. Now you might be asking yourself, Cave, just how difficult are these tests? What was in that phone book of a contract I signed? Am I in danger? Let me answer those questions with a question. Who wants to make $60 cash? You can also feel free to relax for up to 20 minutes in the waiting room, which is a damn sight more comfortable than the park benches most of you were sleeping on when we found you. So, welcome to Aperture. You're here because we want the best, and you're it. Nope. Couldn't keep a straight face. Anyway, don't smudge up the glass down there. In fact, why don't you just go ahead and not touch anything unless it's test related.
Alright, so in case you haven't figured it out by now, Aperture's gone bankrupt because everybody is stealing their stuff. Simple enough, right? So, yeah. So now instead of taking like super advanced people, like astronauts and stuff, they are now taking like homeless guys they found on park benches and paying them $60 for their effort. Quite nice. Oh, what's in here? GLaDOS.
Say, you're good at murder. Could you, murder this bird for me? No, wait. Just kill it and we'll call things even between us. No hard feelings. Please get it off me.
No.
It's eatable, thanks. Did you feel that? That idiot doesn't know what he's doing up there. This whole place is going to explode in a few hours if somebody doesn't disconnect him. I can't move, and unless you're planning to saw your own head off and wedge it into my old body, you're going to need me to replace him. We're at an impasse. So what do you say? You carry me up to him and put me back into my body, and I stop us from blowing up and let you go. No tricks. This potato only generates 1.1 volts of electricity. I literally do not have the energy to lie to you. Even
Wait,
if I am
1.1
lying, what
volts?
do you have to lose? You're going to die either way. Look,
1.1 volts,
I
huh?
think I hear the bird. Pick me up. Wow, you stabbed me. What is wrong with you? Hold on. Do you have a multimeter? Never mind. The gun must be part magnesium. It feels like I'm outputting an extra half a volt. Keep an eye on me. I'm going to do some scheming. Here I go.
Still can't think really
Where
hard.
are we? How long have I been out? That extra half volt helps, but it isn't going to power miracles. If I think too hard, I'm going to fry this potato before we get a chance to burn up in the atomic fireball that little idiot is going to...
Alright, so GLaDOS says she generates 1.1 volts of electricity. If you remember the announcer from the beginning, he said that Aperture science could entirely be powered by 1.1 volts of electricity. So the entirety of Aperture science could be powered by a potato battery. Think on that. Class dismissed.